Welcome back to our Minotaur Lord SOVL run. This will be part 5, continuing our way through the Act 2 campaign, where we left off in our somewhat questionable chariot performance last part. See if they can do slightly better. Come on, guys. All the levels and buffs we've given you, you've really got to put in a bit of a shift here to make up for what we've seen previously. The Minotaurs, I have nothing bad to say. Only good things. It's pretty much the only reason why this run is viable, let's be entirely honest. They're going first, that's fine. So, what I think I'll do... So, Goatmen Raiders, there'll be 2 units of horsemen and 2 units of hounds. So, really fast, and then 2 units of like standing infantry we don't care about. So, to be a bit clever, what I think I'll do, instead of doing the usual all the way up there, I'm actually going to put them all the way back. So, the temptation is that they'll run forward. I'll then hopefully be able to flank them with this unit when they do. So, I'll kind of set up like this, and over here, sort of the same. I don't know whether or not they'll squash something down there, they'll probably come that way. But if they do, they just make it easier for me to flank that side. So I'll put you there, and I'll have the harpies do the same kind of thing, and then you can kind of stay in the middle. It's become a bit of a mess here, so let's see what we can do. Something like that. Try and be a bit clever about it. Yeah, okay, so horseman, and then the other 2 are there. So they're going to come, okay, so they move that one first. Immediately see what so it's going to charge that. I'll probably just step backward a touch with this to avoid being hit. Not really any point in me taking the charge now. Start inching your way around that way. Right, so he's done largely what I thought they'll do. It's not going to be possible to flank them. It's going to be a real nuisance. I can probably get away with putting the harpies here though. They're not going to reach me from over there, so then next turn I can send them over. Alternatively, I could send the harpies into that, because these silly axemen aren't going to be fast enough to get here to stop me, so I can do that. They'll march forward. I don't think they'll block my charge, given their range. I think we'll be okay, and then they'll just probably ignore them. If they don't, I can get some Minotaurs into them, so they'll do that. They won't get anywhere near me, that's fine. I'll start preemptively moving you up, though, so I can start to flank around them. The only risk to this approach, I'm afraid, is that I might end up cutting off my own charge here, which is a bit silly. How do I do this, do you think? Can I get in there without being in the way of my own unit? Okay, so you need to draw a straight line from there to there. Oh no, okay, I'm being a fool. Harpies are a flying unit. They ignore intervening stuff, so I can just put them wherever I want. So that's perfectly fine. Yeah, they're going to inch forwards, that's fine. I'm just stalling out because I want to see where these 2 go. Here. Just have you start coming around. They're going to kind of come forward inch by inch. Eventually I'll be able to get something around the back. That's fine for now. Forward they come. They can clearly see them. They're going to barrel their way forward. What I'd like to do, I'm going to assume they're going to come forward just enough to see him, which probably gives us enough of a gap to do like a flanking maneuver here. We'll see what we can get away with. There's a rock in the way there, careful. I'm actually safe here because yes, they can see me, but they won't legally be allowed to declare a charge because of the wall in the way, so you can actually just stay there and be perfectly content. Be careful of the dogs though. Be careful that my charge isn't blocked by something, because they'll only move up to about there. So just make sure I've definitely got vision on whatever's going to come my way. But let's not twist that way actually, because it means you can see me. So like that, it's probably enough to catch them. Let's give that a go, see what we get out of that. Safe. There's no way they can draw a charge to me, we'll be okay there. Good, he's moved directly into a side arc. But he can see me just classed. Okay, what I could do is I can double charge them and just pincer them and slaughter them. I guess that's the way to do it. So I deny their charge. It would mean he gets to hit the chariot with all the front units, but it'll be power 3 versus defense 6 or save on 2, so we'll probably be okay. Yeah, I can't leave the Minotaurs to it because what will end up happening is they're going to get the charge back without me hitting them from the front, which isn't good, so we'll have to take both. That's fine for now. They're going first, so I can counter I don't, and it will allow me to intercept good. That's what I was hoping for. So yeah, we can just stop them from getting their annoying power bonus and just hammering me. Otherwise, that's a fun. Yeah, we can get rid of the dogs in one go as well. That's good, and we'll keep repositioning these until we get an advantage. So that's that taken care of, no problem. 6 harpies should be enough to show 10 dogs the door. Yeah, they're going to just inch towards me here. Let's pass. He can't see that currently, which is good, so I can easily get around here and just slaughter the whole unit, pretty much. Hold off for just a second, because he might come around that way. So let's instead waste time with this one. Just do that, just be generally a bit of a nuisance. They stayed exactly where they are. Fine. That's not great news for the harpies, I'm afraid, but what are you going to do? Guess I can get far enough around to come save the harpies, do you think? I can, interesting. I might do that one then. So I can spare my harpies from being slaughtered unnecessarily. They'll side charge there and they'll just be irrelevant. Yeah, let's do that. They've also missed the harpies, which is good, so they're actually going to get away with this. Lucky devils. And then I'm just going to have you power on here, so that you can eventually flank that one. These will be able to come around and deal with this later. So that's fine for now. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, some free and easy pickup. So, hey, look at that chariot. Look, they're doing it. He's max damage. Let's go. How much damage do you take back? Probably only 1 wound. Perfectly fine. We heal it. We're basically at full damage, and then the Minotaurs just pick them up. You presume, yeah. Lose by 1,000,000. They're not surrounded, so they do get to run away. But who cares? Here, I'm hopeful that the harpies should be able to manage this. Yeah, they did enough. Might lose 1 back in retaliation because they're quite fragile. Yeah, I saw it coming. That's fine. They run because terrible discipline. They'll do that, but we can obviously intercept that easily enough. Other things we can do, not into the front. Also, no, we're going to ignore all of that for now. That's fine. Oh, we could send the harpies into the side of the horsemen. Probably not. They don't do... 5 harpies would get, what, 6.6 hits on average, because it's 2/3 of 10. And then we power 5 against defense 4. Well, we do about 4.44 wounds. We get 4 attacks back, they hit twice. I take 1 wound, so I win by 3. They would probably break them, more often than not, honestly. And it's not consistent enough for me to really bother, so I'm just going to take this one instead, and I'll have something meatier come deal with those for me. It's okay. Now the other horseman must have run clean off the field. Wow, they really ran for it. Okay, so again, he's just wasting his time, failing to ever actually catch me. We can just ignore them. I'm going to wait to see if he comes forward or around for us, so let's just chill out here for a bit. He'll come out of the way. Face this way just in case they do come toward me. Counter charge. They're just wasting their time. Again, we can just outposition them. Piece of cake. Out and in. Yep. They're going that way. Okay, good. I kind of had a suspicion they'd be trying that. It's going to be harder to... Well, eventually I'll have this unit catch them then, while I ignore that one due to inching away from it, so... We should probably do... is get away from this annoying charge arc. We'll come down here so we can get another flank, if it's possible. They'll win that. And you just turn around, I guess, and see if anything comes your way. Currently, it's pointless. They do outrageous. Everything else is pretty trivial. Don't expect much pushback here. 9 of 10, not bad. Yep. 1 hit, take no damage. Great. -5. Show me your morning -5 on 2 dice. And here the harpies, just hopefully finishing off the rest of these. There's 1 left. How convenient. Again, it's not a negative number, but rolling a 1 would still be impressive. You kill that. Do you want to waste time on that? It's probably better to have him mobile so he can flank something, so we'll leave that for now. He's just going to waste his time again. What do you think? They're going to come forward. So I think it's time to get up here and move quite a bit forward, because he's going to move forward to catch us, so let's make sure I don't get left behind here. There's a rock in the way there to be careful of, but I think we're okay. What are you doing? That's kind of... Well, I can still see them to hit them, which is amusing. Is there enough space there, do you think, for me to squeeze us harpies? Because what I'm trying to do is I want to put chariot, and bear in mind they might rally, so they'll be stealing here. So I think, okay, what I'll do is I'm going to move you this way, and then turn. The reason for doing that is because they can ignore the impassable terrain for their charge reasons, so they can go straight to the side, so I can get a side and a flank. I think that's pretty good. They're going to keep running, so they're off. Good, that's excellent news for us. And then you're going to come this way. I mean, in theory, you could have just done a side with the chariot instead. So it's chariot and chariot rather than harpies. I'll think about which of those I think is more effective. They're back in the fight, so just kill them, I guess. Just stay there and finish them off. Just get behind the unit so that annoying unit of horsemen can't bother. It's not going to matter, they're going to get intercepted anyway. You're out of the game, effectively, because there's nothing for you to... You're not going to get to anything in time to... Well, they would reach that, but I don't know if I can legally declare a charge. If I can with Minotaurs, absolutely we're using them, but I might get scuppered by the terrain there. 17 of 18 hits, that's not... And yeah. Hit twice, so I can't lose one, which is good, even if I fail both saves. I don't, which is cool. Break. They're just going to break everything they come into contact with every time. Praise be the Ribeye warriors. Okay, now here. So, yeah, they can't do it because of the terrain, which we saw coming. Am I liable to lose a harpy if I charge it? You get 4 attacks hitting you with worse skills, so they'll hit twice on average. Power 4, defense 3. I'll save on 5s. Ouch, I might get unlucky. I'm going to heal them anyway, so yeah, let's just break the unit. Unless I can... No, I can't fit the chariot in there because of the base size, so we'll do this. So be it. Definitely enough to get rid of them. Not going to take that because I need to deal with that. I forgot to charge that unit. Oops, okay. Well, I'll flank it with something. You've done that, just turn and stare at them, I guess. It's kind of hard for me to move here, let's be honest. Just have you start making your way up, I guess. You're turning, somehow illegally turn exactly on the spot, because look, I'm not going to be able to perform that turn at all. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, I can cheat like that. What I can do is I can just put this unit here and flank them with that one. So yeah, I get away with my stupidity in the end. They rally. Okay, someone will have to deal with that later as well. Maybe you, if I'm lucky. Yes, okay, I can twist. Don't know if it will legally allow me to declare that charge, but I'll give it a go. So that's the maximum, so I'll have you go there and you go there. Maybe. Let's see if it lets me get away with it. Oh yeah, you. Just go forward. Can I squeeze into there, you think? Probably not. No, but he's gonna be free to move in a second anyway, so we'll just let you get out of the way. There we go. Good hits from the harpies. Good damage. Well, do I lose one in exchange? I won't, because they only hit once. Great, and I saved kind of well. 2 of 8 attacks. They just... Come on. That's not average at all. The harpies have already become a... Uh-oh. That's really, really quite annoying. I can't intercept this attack anymore. You've gotten rather in the way there, I'm afraid. I hit him in the back with the harpies, though. Great. Okay, so I always have something to do with it. You just kill them. And then you're... Do you want to send them into the side? Again, just get them out of the way. They're just really being a real nuisance here. This is the whole like enemies can rally thing. They're just... Because they're such big units, I have to keep chewing through them over and over again. I'm not going to be able to stop this being a front charge, am I? Otherwise he gets hit in the back. That's passingly irritating. So yeah, I'll have to just take something on from the front. I'm not going to allow them to flank my poor Minotaurs. Are the one thing that matter. Yeah, so this is all going to be cleared and then we're going to have to take that on. And then hopefully you break that and they don't get stuck there. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Okay, I can probably help them with that unit though. This is just yet another... God knows how many dead. So they'll go into the side to clean that up. And our Lord kills just another 4. And the unit doesn't quite pick up the rest. We take 2 wounds out, so we're quite close to losing one there. Be careful now. I might lose an extra harpy or 2 because of that. The fact they had a really good discipline check. I can't fit bollocks. So I can't even help them if I wanted to. Yeah, you're just going to have to take them on, I'm afraid. Unless I did that, well, it would intercept them, but then they just get to redirect the charge anyway. Who would you prefer they go into? They're power 5. So you would get a better... I can flee! Yes, we absolutely will do that. I keep forgetting about that mechanic. It's such a good mechanic. Because now they're just going to get horribly mispositioned. Can't do what I want there, so suck it up. I don't care about any of that either, just go for it. Yep, they've completely failed, and now I can get the easiest flank of my life. They rally, so I'll have something to deal with that. Right, I'll have the Minotaurs deal with this one. You into back arc, do you think? Probably not, it's a bit of a reach. If I was a bit more precise. If you're there, you can't see. Yeah, that's a back one, surely. That, they rally as well, so I'll have to deal with... Okay, I'm going to have to do a multiple unit, so I'm going to have you come over here and deal with that one. In the back. I'll have you turn and just slaughter those if they still happen to be there. You've taken no damage, so I'm happy to just put them into the side of those units there, and I'll try and rally this. Yeah, we do rally, fine. Doesn't really make a difference here. Okay, so do I lose harpies because they obstinately held on? Probably yes. Hey, didn't fell asleep. Lucky. Stop passing low checks. Okay, now I'm definitely going to have to lose one. Yeah, they only just started routing this turn, irritatingly. They're going to charge? No, they aren't. No, they aren't. They held on just long enough to just do a little bit extra damage. Fine. We'll just kill everything in recompense. Yep, skip. You just sit there and cheerlead. Guessing my Minotaur Lord can just kill... I was going to say kill the whole unit. They're rolled 2 6s and 3 5s despite me. I do lose them. Yeah, we saw it coming. Whatever. Over here, it's just us killing dogs. They're all dead. Hilarious. And this is the chariot just about managing to kill 3 wounds worth of horsemen. They can't physically kill me back, so I don't care if I take the hit and the wound. So there you go. Nothing left on the field. Just the harpies took a bit of a kicking. That's fine, honestly. Everything on Earth levels, it seems. Get one back, which is nice. So when I heal, I actually have more than I started with. Okay, so the chariot leveled. I'm going to take the skill, because skill 3 is just grim. They're just the amount of hits, extra hits you'll get from having skill rather than extra attack is a lot better. You can at least hit skill 3 units somewhat consistently. And then this chariot, already skill 4, so just take the extra attack. This unit of Minotaurs, I'm definitely going to take the wound. Making them wound 4 makes it so I'm basically never going to lose one. It's just really consistent. And then this unit of Minotaurs, probably the extra attack first, I think. Yes. Okay, now healing. You're fine because you've got the Lord in it. You're healthy enough. These two are also healthy enough. And what do you think? Do you want 7 harpies? Probably not. 5 is good enough to do like my flying around and flanking stuff. So just getting them into the back of like squishy archer units and things. So I think 5 is livable. Just take the gold. And we'll be absolutely rich for when we go into this armory. Another chariot. You've got to be taking the mick. Oh, it's got a character in it, so maybe I'll actually do something. Heavy armor. Yeah, I mean, there's not really anything for me to buy, I'm afraid. No, I will take that, because being defense 4 is just tragic and just taking so much damage unnecessarily. So, extra hit rolls. What, you'll mean you're hitting on 2s re-rolling? Which I guess is nice. Just makes it slightly more, because it's not... With this, Heartseeker is usually great, but for the Minotaur Lord who just re-rolls everything, we don't really care. So, probably 100 on items. How much would 2 units cost? 590? 595? That wouldn't quite leave me enough to buy anything, I'm afraid. So you could take both. But then after I buy that, I'm going to want to upgrade the chariot anyway. Either that or get the centaurs, and I think the centaurs aren't really good enough. You need to get them early on to upgrade a lot. So I think the character with the chariot is better because it's just a more effective chariot. Right, the chariot levels immediately because of our recruiter perk, which is good. Stat or attack? Not going to bother with wounds. Well, The attack is what it is. So is there anything the stat would give us that would be better? So skill, probably yeah. As we've seen, skill 3 is just not really good enough. Power, not great, because we get so much power from the upgrades we buy that being power 9 is just redundant. Defense would be fantastic, because that plus the armor would get me defense 6, which is great. The attack, which is equal, the wound, which is okay. We have enough time for another level, I think, so I'm actually going to take the attack first, and then come back for the stat later. Okay, so yeah, we need both of those to make it, useful. So we'll do that and that. And then for the Lord, he may get into some duels, he may not. I would rather... I'm going to take this... What does he start with, actually? Good question. A great weapon. Okay, well, then I was going to consider the if it was a hand weapon and shield, I would probably take the 2 hand weapons, but great weapon is just sometimes better than... It's a trade-off, so they're pretty equal, great weapon versus 2 hand weapons. So it's a lot of gold to spend on something that is usually not an upgrade. Against most targets, he'll be going up to... You go down to power 4, so whereas you could have been 5 or 6 on the charge, which is going to matter against almost every target you'll be facing in the game. So this is probably the way to go. We have the extra power, which is good for our Minotaurs. He can deploy up like the chariots as well, which is cool. So he's pretty useful. That's the best buy I think I could have done. Other options: buy the heavy armor for these, so I stop taking unnecessary damage. And then I don't need armor for you. You're tough enough as is. Heavy armor for the Lord. I don't think it will slow him down, because I think it's the chariot's movement that counts, which has already been slowed. So it really just gives me extra defense. Do I need extra defense on a... Not particularly. I'll be honest, he's probably fine. That's a pretty low priority, so I'll leave that. So instead I'll just buy Heartseeker and then save the remainder of my gold for stuff more useful later. Okay, so we've got a bit of a theme going. It's either chariots or minotaurs. That's a random unit of harpies, don't worry about it. So yeah, going to the next part. Fight on. Okay, Deepwood Protectors. They'll have some annoying backline arch units we deal with, and probably some dryads or monstrous tree people that we have to hack through. The good news is, to deal with that though, we've got plenty of fast units to throw up into them, so we'll reach their backline stuff pretty quickly. The harpies I'm going to put here because they can fly over the terrain and ignore it. Probably don't want both of those on the side. I was going to say that's the weaker one, but it's getting to a point where weak is a relative term. They can pretty much handle anything I send them into. I prefer that the chariots be the ones getting shot than any of these units, because I can heal them all to full in one turn, whereas these are a pain, so probably like that's fine. Okay, so we've got enemy eagles chariots. That's annoying. I have to go first. Fair enough. Okay. If I'm lucky, he'll come towards here, which means I can sort of sequence this out. I can put you over here somewhat and try and catch them in a charge. Well, I don't think I'm quick enough, I'm afraid. Just do that and then see if I can flank them with something. You're going to waste time moving that forward. That's okay. So I just stand here. I'll be able to flank something over here with this chariot. Either the eagle or their enemy. It's not going to make much of a difference either way. I should win, mathematically. Just a better chariot, so I'll have you start to make your way up so you can get around those dancers eventually. It'll be next turn, so I'll just leave you there for now. Okay, so now I know where that's moved to, so I can just do this. Whee! Get into the side, good. I'll get shot, presumably, quite a bit, but suck it up. They moved something. Oh, they're just blinking away at me here. Yeah, defense 6 is a big deal. That's a really good pull, demonic defense. So I can now do this one. Can I get out of his way, do you think? No. So yeah, we'll just take that one head on. Again, it should just be an auto win. I'll do this so I'm angled towards something more useful later. Okay, he did what I thought he would do. The problem is I can't get there to do anything about it. He immediately does 2 wounds, so this is going to start hurting quickly. I need to get to those because they're going to absolutely slaughter my poor Minotaur Lord unit. I can't reach them is the issue. Didn't have the movement for it. So I'd love to go around and hit those, but they're not going to let me. I can't get out that way either. This is annoying. Just send you into the front and have you go over there. Yeah, I'm going to lose a lot of these. I can't stop it. The one thing they can't handle is just being shot to death. Should I fly the harpies straight into their face? Guess I have to. That's my charge range. I can reach him already. Just do this. Put myself into cover, so if they do shoot me, I can just chin it. I'm apparently not in cover there. What do you mean? The majority of my units clearly in cover. Okay, so I just lose a bunch of harpies. I guess it's better than them being shot. There you go, they just took the fire for me. Thanks, guys. Oh, I've still got a unit spare. I'll have this one start flanking its way around the dancers. Something will be able to flank them, either me or me. Something's going to get around. Okay, so you're going to do that. I'm not going to let it. This is fine. We'll just take them head on. That's fine. It's light cav. We should be able to manage it. You start engaging these so they stop peppering me to death. And we'll leave that for now. Whee! That's probably the worst of the shooting I'd have to deal with that turn. Let's do this turn. So this is the ability of the our Longhorn here. Increases the power of everyone, which is pretty great. So we can just smash through stuff. Ah, they're still killing this poor unit. Ow. Oh wow, the Minotaur Lord's got 1 wound left. It's not good. The good news is I think I get 1 back always, and then I can just heal 1, so the unit is basically going to be full anyway. Doesn't really make a difference. I'm just going to send you straight into them to kill them. They're really annoying. Front or otherwise be damned. Then you can flank these and kill these. You, I don't know, just if they're still alive, you can deal with them. Pause, so he hits 3 times. Does 2 wounds to me. I hit somehow less with more attacks and do an equal number of wounds. Why are you so bad? Explain. And then here, I take grid save. Average rolls is nice, and then 6 is not going to save a whole lot. Yeah, just roll average and you do sort of okay. It's when you insist on rolling terribly. And then this should be pretty easy. So the Longhorn does 2 wounds. Chariot does the other 2. Takes none back. Fine. Just go in there and finish it off. Here, I'm slightly worried about my poor harpies. They're power 6, which is great. Oh yeah, Warcry. Ah, that's good. So Warcry's got them over another threshold. I take quite a bit of damage back. Coming. They hold, which is going to suck for you, I'm afraid. Okay, get rid of them. Please. Yep. Get rid of these. Kill that. And you kill that. That's pretty much their whole army. Going to be a very quick fight, this one, because they're predominantly ranged, so it's just a case of me having to weather their irritant fire and eventually get there. Oh, hey, I get to use the oh-so-rare ability of my Lord, Bloodfury, when you take a wound plus 2 attacks. He's now at 9. Hand weapons, relentless, offensive mastery, Bloodfury. That's pretty silly. If you've seen a Lord have more than 9 attacks on him, let me know, because that's probably the peak I've seen. Eventually somebody will kill it, surely. There you go. Hit 9 attacks. Hits all 9 times. There's 9 wounds. He'd pretty much kill the whole unit single-handedly. And everything else is sort of academic. Yeah, I probably lose the half... Yes. Well, they managed to win somehow. I'll charge something into their side and show them who's boss. This is pretty easy. It's just a question of whether or not I lose 1 back. I won't unless I absolutely flub this. We're okay. Vacate the field, please. Thank you. And this again, they're pretty dangerous, but I think because I got the flank, I can just slaughter them. Yeah, they can do a lot of hits and they reroll like me, so again, don't roll triple ones. Okay, we just about got away with it. Ouch, that was close. What's to do? Let's just finish them off, so you can just kill that and you can just kill that. They can't. I'm not scared about putting them in because they get 1 attack each on us, if any, or none here and none here, so we're safe. We can just kill these 2 units, no problem. Yep. Squash. I'm gonna... Harpy's still alive, let's go. And they're all dead. 13 die. I basically sacrificed the Harpy so I didn't have to take another volley into the Lord. Which may have not been worth it, actually, because he's going to come back on full wounds anyway. So I think, yeah, so they're going to get 1 back, and I give them 1 more to fix the problem. Right. Okay, so the Lord leveled. I get wounds, who cares? Like, he's not, unless the unit gets completely shot to death, it's not great. Skill 5 is good enough. So just Recruiter for when I buy something is the most useful thing you can do now. And then his accompanying unit. Interesting. So no more combat stuff to do. So size, we don't need size because the Lord plus when they're maxed out with all three of them is 4 across, which is effectively our max size that we care about. So we don't need to bother. So gold or replenishment, and 5 extra gold a couple times would be nice. I don't mind the idea. Well, we don't really need the replenishment because when you think about it, when we get to the campsite at the end, we're probably just going to get a double heal, so they'll get 2 back anyway. So, and I'll always have at least 1 in the squad because at the end, if I go down to 0, I get given 1 back anyway. So there's no way to avoid not having 4 at the final camp. So it's pretty worthless, the replenishment. So we'll just take the extra gold. We're not going to use it now because I need the extra guy, but then it'll be relevant for the next fight. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, you're fine, you're fine. And these poor harpies who I keep kicking, replenish, I might have to consider it, but I think I'll take the stat first because it just helps them more. Hey, attacks, great. Turn them into real blenders. 2 is not good enough to be a unit, I'm afraid. We're going to have to heal, take that one. And we're rich again. Okay, I think that's good enough for that part. We'll stop there. So we're just, more the same, we're just begging our poor chariots to please be a bit consistent. Otherwise, yeah, I think there'll be 2 more parts to the campaign. We'll run through this and then we'll kind of clean up at the end here. But that's that. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, do like and subscribe. The run will continue. There's more SOVL stuff available on the channel or other kind of Warhammer Fantasy related things for those interested. If you want to see more or something from the run specifically, then do let me know in the comments section. I take the time to read them all. Or if you just want to chat, that's great too. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.